Connor and I see your face.
Check. Yo, what is up, everybody? George, James, Connor, Chris, we're all going to be here tonight with the Thursday night talk show that we do each Thursday at 9, Warp Charge Gaming, back again. I am stoked. I wasn't able to be here last week. You guys did a great job, I thought. I watched the episode when I got home after camping and taking a shower after 5 days in the woods, and totally thought you guys held it down. Nice job, James.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, solid host. It was some cool topics. I did enjoy the different things you guys jumped around to. It was quite exciting, and this week has a lot of cool news. I'm just kind of brimming with excitement. I just spent the last couple of hours organizing every card in Shadespire. Yes, you heard it, James. Every card is in my hands. I'm very pleased, very pleased. Shadespire is something I just got into, and I just got the core set. And I realized quickly that in order to have the complete game, you must, if you want all of the cards, or at least to be able to have access to them, you have to have all of the armies. And this was a great opportunity for us to work out the beginnings of our relationship with our local gaming store here in Richmond, Virginia, my local gaming store anyways, Battlegrounds. I went by there today, and I'll show you what their storefront looks like. There's Battlegrounds. And we got set up. Here is... Fuck. Oh, way to go, Connor.
I was like struggling for a minute, and then
Connor does a great intro there. Welcome, Connor, to the chat.
Hey kids, no children listening. What's happening tonight?
It looks like you're in your closet, dude.
I'm literally, yeah. I'm moving though. I'm moving in a month, and I'll have a not closet, so then it'll be better.
Hey, it looks like a functional workspace, natural acoustical treatment.
This is where I'm recording my album, you know.
Right. Excellent. Good. Well, I was just telling the audience here, which let me pull up the old YouTube and make sure, see if there even is an audience.
Yeah,
hey.
Kat said hey.
Oh, hey, Kat. What's up? It's a very special day, Connor, and I was just talking about how we got our partnership set up with Battlegrounds, and they're sponsoring us running Shadespire. So I just got the entire collection. You can see this sweet thumbnail that James put together that shows Battlegrounds presenting this. We are super appreciative, and this is just the beginning. They're going to be backing our tournament on June 24th at Gallery 5 here in Richmond, Virginia. We are very pumped for that. That's called Battle in the Warp. And, yeah, I'm just going to keep going on this. I'm going to just talk for a hot second. I was gone last week, so I got a lot to talk about. You guys sit back and enjoy the ride. I don't know if you got YouTube pulled up, but I'm going to do a little show and telling. I showed the thumbnail that James put together for Shadespire. It's backed by Battlegrounds, and I actually set up a tournament with them on July 28th. So here in Richmond, Virginia at Battlegrounds, we will do a tournament, and you can see this awesome package that comes from GW for competitive play. They got this sick trophy, these cool things to hold your cards. I actually got to get some of these special edition versions of the cards that have different artwork on them. So that's cruising our way, but that will be available to win at the July 28th tournament. That's going to be hosted by Warp Charge Gaming at Battlegrounds. Excited for that. And so at the tournament, it looks, here's the flyer. Let's jump over for a second to... I need to put it on a different viewscape here, but one sec. I want to jump over and show you the cool mission packet that Chris of Warp Charge. Did Chris jumped in, huh? Is that you, Chris?
Currently, but yeah.
There you are, bro. How you doing, sir?
Good. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That was surprising.
You did it. You did it with gusto. How are you?
Well, man, I'm very well. Actually, I was nicely surprised. I was expecting all my Shadespire stuff to arrive on Saturday, and it's sitting all right in front of my feet.
Oh, glory. So you picked your stuff up secondhand? You found it out there in the world?
Actually, someone was selling the core set and 2 expansions for about $30 below retail, which, I mean, I'll take that saving. I mean, $30 plus the fact that non-game stores have like a $5 markup, so really I saved more like $50, but
That sounds excellent. Well, way to hunt.
yeah, I was literally I stalked that auction for a few days.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I was just getting ready to show our friends here the mission packet that I was talking about you designing. Together, of course, we threw some work in it. We did the old what's it called? Play testing. We did that live on stream as well. You can watch those in the back end. That was cool. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull it up here. So a little bit of teamwork going on here for you, friends. There's that.
I don't know if you guys have already talked about it, but that video, George, literally.
Yeah, we haven't hit that quite yet. Let me make sure my screen capture is working. I feel like I can't see the appropriate thing on the
Real quick,
live shot.
does anybody else hear George kind of like with some popcorn crackling on his audio, or is that just my computer?
There could be some popcorn.
It's you.
Does it sound decent enough, or am I pretty popcorny?
I hear it now that he's speaking about it. It's just very, very faint in the background, kind of faint popcorny. Like you're crackling on my end, but very subtly.
Could be the air conditioner. I might pull the cord and put it back in. I'm wanting to show. I don't know if there's this weird thing showing on the YouTube right now. Yes, there's a weird frozen thing on the YouTubes. Let me try to fix this.
We got Chris's face. Chris's face in the dark.
Just like frozen. Swing. All right, cool. Now Chris's face is still frozen. Okay.
It's not even like my face in focus. I'm just like.
Let me close this.
Freaking
Weird. Screen capture. Go away. Screen capture.
Podcast.
Oh, dang. Somehow the screen capture just does not want to be friendly any longer. It's a terrible scenario. Well, dang, friends. I wanted to show you some screen capture, but it looks like it wants to be a freak. But if you go to warpchargegaming.com, James put up the mission package in a like interactive way where you can actually scroll through, not scroll through, but like turn the pages as if you were reading a book or something, or a grimoire, if you will, and look at the different missions, which are super colorful and like awesome border. It looks awesome inside of the packet that James put together. So great job there, buddy. Looks really nice.
Yeah.
I know you put some time into that. That says James is presenting. Oh, that was weird. Dude, the internet's crazy. I think yeah, you're presenting to us right now. Oh, you're making it work? No, I'm just watching you do that.
I thought maybe I could.
Yeah, nice effort. I'm still messing with game show for some reason. Just like my screen capture stuff is frozen forever on Chris's face.
He's actually on YouTube have like a black screen where my face was.
Yeah, I did that. I made that little thing happen. So nobody can see everyone else, but I can see them. And the mission packet is beautiful. warpchargegaming.com. Go to events and go to the little drop down to the Battle in the Warp, and you can check that out. You can pre-register. It's going to be fantastic. And as Chris was saying, I just put out a commercial, like a promotional video for that. Connor cracked me up. He's like, "This is like the trippiest 40k content I've ever seen." It made me laugh.
I've never seen anything in the 40k realm that was like.
Nor have I.
I mean, I was like, hey man, it's an attention grabber. Got this like weird, like the tech priest looking at the missions. He's like, oh, the missions. He's like,
yeah,
he's having like a religious experience looking at this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I just fixed the old screen capture. So bam, there's Connor looking like a beautiful human. I'm going to warpchargegaming.com to show you guys this mission package. It looks too cool. All right, so here's our beautiful website designed by James Schaff, the illustrious. If you go to events here, you can see you got the pre-register tab where you can jump on to the Best Coast Pairing app and get signed up right away and guarantee your entry. And then you can see here we got you think you're just looking at this little poster, but in actuality, it is an interactive packet. Wow. So got all these nice custom.
Flash enabled.
Yeah, it's so flashy, so beautiful. Ooh, look at the colors. Yeah, so if you haven't seen that little commercial that we put together, it's pretty freaking funny when it comes to the way he discusses these missions. I flipped the pages on there. What I was excited about is getting to use some of these new video effects that you can be excited to see out there, friends and fam. I just got like 500 professional like movie video effects for like explosions, gunshots, so we can start like really animating our videos. Pretty exciting.
This is gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. Like the video where they like show it off to like what you can do with it. It like looks like this like Hollywood production of them like blowing up a car in the streets of like Baghdad or something.
I am super not to get just to like have a quick aside back to the mission packet. James, thank you so much for your hard work on that, because now literally if we were just to practice one of the missions, I'm just gonna print off one of your score sheets.
Yeah, it makes the scoring easy for sure. But thanks to Frontline Gaming for making the ITC so simple. And just like they say, is like you don't have to have an ITC event and follow theirs exactly. We made a packet that was very similar to theirs, but it's our very own.
Yo, props on fixing the camera on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, you guys did it, Chris. I was mentioning to James earlier, you guys did a great job on the live show last week. I watched it on the back end and really enjoyed it.
Dope. I'm glad. I mean, yeah, we definitely had some tech difficulties at first. It was something really innocuous, like super expected, but I just wanted to mess with it because we'd exhausted all our other options. And I mean, freaking, just like in like the hosting a server and whatnot. Difficult as far as allowing us to stream, but we got it up. I got my mic running, even though for some reason my headset mic isn't working, only my computer mic.
Weird. Well, you sound fine. I don't know if you have YouTube up, but I was showing off some. We're doing a Shadespire tournament July 28th at Battlegrounds now, which is awesome. And dude, check out this camera shot here.
Yeah.
There we go. Couldn't have audio at the same time, but yeah, that shows the Battlegrounds banner that they gave us with the entire set for Shadespire. It's sick, dude. Yeah, if for those that are into the game or thinking about getting into it, it was really fun to have all the cards all at once and lay them all out on the table. And like as far as what I had done, I took all the objectives first and organize them all by ones that happen immediately, ones that are based on killing things, ones that happen at the end of the phase, ones that are based on where you are on the board, and ones that happen at the end of the third phase. So I made all these separate piles about how you go about achieving these things. And then I went through each pile and picked my favorite ones until I had about 25, 30 objectives, having to break down to 12, right? Then I separated them by ones that were the same, that were like-minded. Like some of them, like for instance, there's 2 like variants of supremacy scoring 3 objectives. So I started matching up ones that were in each category that were the same thing, so that if you were to happen to have 3 of these objectives, you would be able to score them all by doing a singular action, right? And then I went so far as to think, well, you only have 12 cards, 12 objectives, and you're going to have 3 turns. So if you just drew 3 cards a turn, that's 9 cards, so you need a way to get 3 more cards. So by having the instantaneous ones that happen immediately, where you get to draw immediately, you need at least 3 of those if you were to score all 3 of your objectives every turn. you would need at least 3 immediate ones to get your full deck in hand. So I was going through all that madness, and then divvied it up to I took like 3 major objectives that I can do like doubled up on, like score 3 objectives or kill their leader. There's several ways to like score points if you kill their leaders. Ooh, death models, yeah, cool. Already assembled. That's what I'm talking about. Dope. Dude, you got your Skaven were looking sick, dude. Can you show us those?
There, hold on. Let me just turn around and grab them real quick. I already assembled your models, at least snap fit them together, and I did that to a certain extent with the Skaven, but...
Did you had shown us a painted picture, though, hadn't you? Or was that someone else's?
Oh, that was someone else's. No, I wish that was mine.
I thought those were yours. I was like, damn, he killed it.
Try to copy some effects. Like, these are one of your models in progress, and then there's one of mine.
Gotcha.
But they're working. Try to make some kind of realistic skin gradient, like not all your guys are the same color. I'm trying to do the same with mine. And they're cool, man.
Yeah, totally. Yo, Kat, we're totally coming to Dragonfire Games Shadespire event. And yeah, thanks for the reminder to mention that. That's coming right up, and that's part of the reason I was so excited to get all these cards and start working on the deck. And a little bit of motivation for Chris to try to get these Blood Reavers done is, yes, going to the tournament at Dragonfire Games on July 9th, or June 9th. Yeah, it's literally coming right up. And cannot wait for that. That'll be my first time playing a Shadespire tournament, and I actually hope to learn quite a bit from the experience to try to host my own. Hope to.
Oh man,
quite a bit.
That's cool. I'm excited, yeah. George.
It's gonna be fun.
I got some custom dice and stuff like that too.
Sweet. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, just like we got a commercial that's out. Oh yeah. We can't fail to mention.
Hey guys.
Hey Kat, how you doing?
Good.
I was just getting ready to say, speak of the devil.
The devil.
You know, we're talking about the tournament at Dragonfire Games. Well, there's also a giveaway right now that comes from you, Kat. It is a beautiful Lord of Change, and Kat's based out of the Lynchburg area, and I would say hails from Dragonfire Games, right, Kat? Yes, ma'am. There's Comet Demon Wolf saying hello. But yeah, we're thrilled on the giveaway. It's getting lots of attention. That's
great. That's good news.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, why not, right? What's that? Chris, you got a painted orc model there?
I have all the orcs painted.
Ooh, dang.
I'm working on my undead.
Yeah, I saw your picture. You had said like got to throw some color on it, right?
Oh, there's still a lot to do still, but I got them kind of based right now, so they'll be ready for the tournament. And there's gonna get food and everything. There's gonna be snacks there and all that good stuff.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh.
Is there another one of those GW trophies, Kat?
Yes, there is.
Oh boy, that's what I really, really want.
I think it's like the same one that you have.
Yeah, apparently it's like GW has like a competition kit that they send out to game stores, it seems.
I think they're going to do it every quarter. I have that suspicion.
It's beautiful. I think it's awesome. Yeah, there was a lot of cool little goodies in there too, like some special things that hold your cards and like cool counters and things of that nature. Dude, I'm jealous of that, Chris. I want to play orcs. That's pretty awesome. Dope.
Well, George, I have no problem leaving these at the place we play.
That's fantastic.
I A, don't plan on playing orcs, at least immediately, and B, making these Skaven ones.
Yes.
I'm down.
I certainly
Chris,
have.
so you're gonna have those orcs done by the tournament?
The orcs are already painted. I mean, they're not painted super well, but they are painted. Have George's models ready by the tournament.
Woo!
Assembled and, like 90+% done.
Good thing. There's going to be a paint contest, too.
Ooh! Get him, Chris. Knock him dead.
Oh, wow. This person actually has a deck box with their deck in there.
Dude, I'm looking at James in the side window. James, I'm going to you, man. Dude, this guy looks so tired. James, you tired, bro?
No, I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm really cool.
Poor James.
Trying to mow the lawn and stuff, and like lawnmower crapping out. And
this is life.
Okay, so you're going to have Shadespire down in Richmond, July, correct?
Yes, ma'am. July 28th.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. More tournaments.
Yeah, I'm all for that. The more tournaments, the more people we get involved in it. That's what I'm going for.
Absolutely. Yeah, and of course, all a gateway into Age of Sigmar as well.
You know, that's my love.
I need me some Sephiron. I want the dinosaur people.
A trap cat.
We got an update coming up. Age of Sigmar update coming this June.
Yeah, that's a pretty hot topic, huh? Major changes to the game.
I was reading some of them. They're making it kind of like 40k, but they're really, to me personally, I think they're balancing it out more. They're getting some magic where some people didn't have magic, and it's really going to be good.
Yeah. Big changes mean big excitement for sure. I'm stoked for everyone, and a kind of nice time to get into the game, so I don't have to relearn. I'll wait till it kind of drops and then jump in deep.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that, but it is nice to learn on the cusp of a new edition. I mean, granted, you may not pick it up as quickly. You'll pick it up purely because, I mean, as something that we definitely observed in 7th edition, even in early 8th, I struggled a lot, and I think a lot of the old school vets struggle with getting, like, detached from the old rule set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's like little subtle
to just
things.
make assumptions just because it's like, oh, yeah, this is the way the game has always worked, so it's like, why wouldn't it be different?
Yeah, it
and
like
those assumptions
infiltrates.
can affect the game huge.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's like weird little things that like infiltrate your mind there. Like the multi-charging. I mean, just the combat phase is like totally reworked now, and I remember that being a very detailed thing that was easy to overlook at first.
I'm certainly guilty of having dragged a lot of presumptions from previous editions into new editions.
Mm-hmm.
You guys played any Necromunda?
I was just
wanting to try.
Totally. Yeah, I haven't got to try either. I want to do Blood Bowl. I'd like to do Blood Bowl, Necromunda, Kill Teams, and Overkill. What is it? Overkill Assault or whatever it's called? Deathwatch Overkill.
Yeah, man. Like, I definitely want to do Necromunda and Deathwatch Overkill because I have the painted models for it. I mean, I have Gene Stealer Cult.
I have the Vansar, and I have played the first game briefly, and oh my god, it is so fun.
Exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that. That is exciting. All about that time. We just got to get in the same place. But I guess the idea is that, you know, versus say, I want to be able to go to the game store and be setting up event nights or get even just regular nights of being able to try all these different games with lots of people, you know?
Yeah, we got to get more people involved. We got to get some new blood in here. And I think these games that they have out, Shadespire, Necromunda, it allows people to at least get their feet wet without dropping tons of money.
Right, and energy into the rule set. Like, you can literally learn in about 30 minutes versus like having to spend a month or something in a whole bunch of games, like getting your butt kicked figuring it out, you know? I mean, like a lot of times, even like teaching somebody, you can lose Shadespire in your first game to a person that's you know going their first time.
Oh, definitely.
You know, it's a good thing. Connor, I see you laughing. How's it going?
You do, but last time we played, you rolled me, dude.
Oh, I wrecked you hard. Yeah, that was great.
That was like 4 games in a row. I could tell you just relishing in the moment.
I was.
I was sad. I was crying.
I was. It's gonna be even worse now.
Emoji.
It's gonna be even worse.
I'm just glad. I came out with George. I went to the game all gun ho about like, oh man, my Skaven, my Spike Claw Swarm's about to give George quite the whooping, and it was like, nope. Actually, I just fed him glory the whole game because I can keep resurrecting my guys, and he would just keep farming them.
I was still really scared the whole time because you constantly were doing these weird rat-like things.
Yeah, like Connor, like I have like stuff that I can play like as a reaction when you attack successfully, and like I roll a dice, and if I get like an attack dice or a critical, you damage yourself instead of me.
Game, dude. I watched
Oh,
that later.
I got some cards now for you, Chris, that do some stuff like that too. I wish I had my deck in hand. There's some nice universals that and I was mentioning that in the chat just to say to our live friends here, and Kat, when I built my my deck having like all of the cards in front of me, I ended up only using 5 faction specific cards out of 42 total cards. So like a deck of 30 power, 12 objectives.
I misunderstood you when you said that. I thought you meant you only used 5 cards from like decks outside of like the core set and the one you owned.
No, like literally every card but 5 are universal cards.
The cards are really good.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
I think there are, from what I've seen online, like there's a few cards within factions that are extreme favorites.
Yeah.
Earthquake very well. I think Earthquake's one that a lot of people try to pick up.
I definitely grabbed that thing. Yeah.
Earthquake was sweet for the dwarves, dude. I've been thinking about a move with them where positioning all your guys so they're all 1 hex away from an objective, and then you wait.
And then you literally move on to the objective.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Grossness.
Yeah, that's like a lot of my ploys are about moving around. I don't think that the game or like having all the cards, even like, that's not saying that there's like one specific way that like is the best way to run. I think I wrote down like 6 different ways that I would use the cards in different ways that would involve different cards being chosen, and that if you try to do too much of a different like play style in one deck, it's gonna fall flat. There's several combos that are related to hitting multiple things at once, where like you can get like 2 victory points immediately just for hitting like 3 targets, which isn't that easy necessarily. You have to have 3 things all adjacent to a square, but if you can do that, it's 2. You can get 2 immediate things, and there's like some stackable glory you can get that way. So you could be
sticking with the. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just like, so you could have some focus around swinging on multiple targets for scoring. There's of course a ton of objective scoring stuff with a lot of ploys involved with moving the objectives around and moving yourself around. That can be, you could just have a deck totally focused on extra movement and being on objectives. And passive scoring, there's a lot of stuff like if no damage was dealt to your guys, you get a victory. You can almost just like deny them from killing something. And then there's of course those relics. There's particular relics that if this guy's alive at the end of the game, get a victory point. If you're on this objective at the end of the game, get a victory point. Get 2 victory points. There was a whole mess. Those were interesting. I ended up choosing a little bit of certain categories, but it would always focus around universal concepts. Like instead of the ones that are like score objective 1, 2, 3, I like the ones that are simply score 3 objectives, not numbering which ones are which.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're sticking Blood Reavers, George?
Yeah. For this round, I'm comfortable with him and having a lot of fun. So that was the first deck I made, plus the models that'll be ready, of course, too. There's also
when are models being sent this way?
They're ready, dude. I was thinking about I wanted Chris to pick out another army that I was like, Chris, I'll trade you you paint another army and I'll give you an army. How's that sound? Yeah, how about you take
I literally am.
You take those shooty guys, dude. Take the archers, unless you already got them.
That's actually the only there's literally 1 card from their faction that I would need to complete my optimized deck.
Well, there you go.
Hey, George.
Yeah. Is that comment? How you doing, bud?
Hey, what do you think about people painting their Space Marine models as in the colors of the Angry Marine?
What I think about people painting their Space Marines in the color of the Angry Marine? So like
Imperial Fists.
Love the Angry Marines personally.
Phenomenon where like people have like modeled George. I mean, not just models, all kinds of like comics and videos and stuff, but like there's literally like someone has built like a whirlwind, for example, that launches Marines because like they're just so pissed off that like they're just like literally launching themselves into battle and like just like super pissed off, like hulking out, like just like this is ridiculous. I'll see if I can find.
I have a picture of the Angry Marine launcher. I just posted it in general.
It sounds hilarious. Yeah.
I saw Angry Marine's army on eBay like a couple months ago. That was, I mean, it was pretty decently priced, and it was like beautifully done. It was all dreadnoughts and the whirlwinds and stuff. Would have bought it if I had that cash on me.
Nice. I mean, yeah, I'd say more power to you, Angry Marines. I am in general not a huge Imperium fan, so anything outside the normal, I'm actually kind of thumbs up for.
Yeah, go Team Xenos.
Yeah. Dude, I should find those crazy spark plug orcs that Matt was posting. Those are pretty wild.
Someone made a command squad of Angry Marines. The leader is the dude from 300, and he's holding the flag with a picture of himself. There's a dude with an afro and someone that looks like Blanca.
Nice. And they're angry because they just are, right?
Because they're Marines, dude. That's why they're angry. They got nothing going.
They were born and bred.
Also, I found a meme of them. It says Tyrannid tastes like free-range chicken.
Right on. I like it. I mean, what's not to like about that? Let's see here. I'm going to show some spark plug orcs.
Tyrannofax is making Marines very angry. Of course, I don't know, man. Speaking of which, that's actually something I'm hugely terrified of. Is kill knights.
I have a whole argument prepared against knights, dude.
Yeah, we could talk a little bit about knights. That's pretty. There's a little bit of scare. I mean, I know I'm nothing but excited because I have knights, but everybody else is like, I'm scared of knights. This is bad.
I got the thing right. So so you got your knight with the 600 point Dominus or whatever.
I'm looking at James silently showing us his noise marine here.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, it's pretty boss hog, man. I like him a lot. I wish you had. Are they all gonna play guitar? It'd be cool if some of them you had like a member of each band, you know.
No, only the Blastmasters play guitar. The rest have sonic guns.
Gotcha. You need a drummer and like a bassist and a singer, man.
I'm working on this guitar right now.
Nice. It's like a Warlock by BC Rich.
And then my next
I found the dubstep at the Noise Marines.
That's the next one.
Dubstep Marines.
Nice, dude. Flying V.
Someone made a Noise Marine dubstep, and it's pretty good.
Nice. So knights, they're big, they're bad, they're scary. They have guns that do 10 damage.
That one doesn't scare me so much.
You know what? Is it the low ones that scary, Chris?
That particular weapon, the flat 10 wound weapon, doesn't scare me too much because I feel like is where they're going to use that weapon. Whatever he's shooting at is probably going to die in assault anyway.
Like quantum shielding really puts the I don't even really want to take that kind of feeling in there. But I think that James is right on talking about the increase in Necrons coming from this being more potent. You know, they're going to be with quantum shielding being able to deny, anything. All they got to do is roll under the damage of the weapon, and it's like an auto pass ignoring the damage on these super high damage output weapons.
Yep, and they have the pylon that will deep strike, delete the big knight, and then it's a whole lot of fun for Necrons.
Yeah, they're just like licking their chops, like, all right, this is great. Make them awesome, and let everybody bring them, and then let us just shoot them on down now.
That's nice for Necron players.
If anything, the scariest thing out of that knight dex is going to be those little armiger knights with the auto cannons, because those things are like 60-inch range, 8 -1.
Dude.
I mean, dude, like
that flamer is
thinking about this when I was walking home, but like that big knight is like 600 points. Like 600 points at Eldar. It's like I would take 600 points of multiple units any day over 600 points of one big dumb knight who's just gonna get killed.
Simultaneously, though, another point is that, my fear is not one knight, because obviously, like, I do think need something done to them to improve them, because right now, even running one, it's not super desirable in most situations from like a competitive standpoint. Like, they just rule that, running these more cost efficient models do better per capita. And it would be nice to see people field them, but my fear is more with like redundancy, because like, for example, like one Tyrann effect's not super scary. I mean, your opponent can handle it, but like when you start running 3 knights that have I don't know if it's the Dominus Knight specifically that runs the Flamer, but it's a 3d6 Flamer that's 18 inches, 2 damage, AP -4. It's very similar to the Tyrann effects weapon, honestly. And, if I see 3 of those run downfield and they have a ton of wounds, also toughness 8, 3-up save, but higher mobility as knights have, scary, especially because they can keep shooting at what they want when they're engaged in combat.
Yep. I like it. I think it sounds good. But it's all about, it's all about what they cost for points, right? And I've heard some shenanigans of like 300 points or something.
Well, knights are supposed to be getting points reductions as well as some improvements through like chapters and or like houses and whatnot. So you should expect to see something like that. But simultaneously, I don't think you're going to see. I mean, you're not going to see the Dominus class knights like the crazy, what is it, the heavy volcano cannon or something, the heavy volcano lance. Like heavy D6 shots with 3d3 damage per shot or something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try
to see a lot of those weapons fielded.
Watching the LVO on stream this past year, dude, knights would get eaten alive at the LVO. There's just like way too much terrain. Like dance around them and beat up on them. I'd say the knights are going to be bad, but it's like I think 3 knights is scary but dealable with. Bust out and start winning GTs unless it's
Dude, my Nurglings are just going to get in combat with them, and then they're going to stay there because Nurglings are not infantry. They're swarm.
Nurglings, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I'd thought about the same thing with Rippers. The only thing is you have to survive Overwatch. Obviously, there's ways around that, like piling in and whatnot, but swarms are a big thing for getting knights into combat and stopping them.
Right.
I swarm specifically.
The way that these models are worded, if something that is infantry is locked, like if they're only locked in combat with infantry, they can still shoot the weapons. So it has to be monsters or swarms or something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, did you guys see the 80 Nurgling list at the London GT?
I loved it.
The greatest list I've ever heard.
It only works for their missions, though.
Imagine that, dude. Like,
it's pretty
see
funny.
My opponent like deploy that and just like facepalm, and I would be like, I don't even know if I would want to play that game. I would just be like, this is gonna be painful. Like it's.
Did you? Go ahead. Sorry.
I would just be like, no, I can't kill them all
over the board.
And that's why I got into Shadespire as 80 Nurgling list. No, I'm just kidding.
I would literally just be like, well, you know what? I don't know that you're going to win, but I'm not going to kill enough of you to enjoy this game.
Screw this, guys. I'm going to play Shadespire.
Has anybody heard the Adeptus Mechanicus song?
I believe I have.
Is it about Nurgling?
Did you write it?
No. I read the entire lyrics page for it a bunch of times. And I figured out how to fully sing it.
Impressive. I'm going to show this. Speaking of knights, I'm going to show this little thingamajigger here. Check it out. Here's a list that has a knight in it. This is going to be fielded on Monday against Chris.
Indeed.
Too bad I can't see it because I can't see the video chat.
Well, it's on YouTube, my friend. It's on YouTube. Yeah. So this is a knight.
This looks cool.
And some dreadnoughts. It's pretty thoughtless. Besides kill Tyrannifexes, this Chris spawned this hell.
I gotta say, I'm pretty scared.
I hope it defeats you.
Ooh, that looks cool.
These are gonna be laser
very
cannons,
likely to win.
laser destroyers. Yeah, they do like mad damage. I think it's like 3d3 damage or something. I don't know. It got crazy. The stats were pretty nuts, but basically it was like the most heavy damage stuff I could take, and like the 8 las cannons were the light fire. So it should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that, just to show that off for a minute. It's been a sec since I played some 40k.
Pretty much. I mean, looking at your list, you know, we've got to got hot and heavy. We got to get hot and heavy quick. Like, I've got to be in your face, even if I'm losing stuff to that knight right off the bat. Like, I need to tie up all of those las cannons and heavy guns, or I'm going to just lose all of my heavy support. Which, I mean, it's a 10 monstrous creature list.
Better hope you get that onslaught off.
Maybe get them Mormagons up in there.
Hey, you know, like, big things I'm thinking is even to just, like, go balls to the walls on stratagems for bonus movement. You know, like, literally just, I don't mind to burn half of my strat or command points to just get in your face faster.
Connor, you said you're going to get a game on Sunday. Is that official?
Asking the wife. He
Ah.
hasn't got back to me quite yet. But yeah, it sounds like that would be dope.
Well, if James can't play, I suppose we could always play.
Played 40k?
We could play 40k, but, you know, Shadespire would be pretty dope, too. Just saying.
Yeah, I could do either. Because James is bringing me these sweet models he's been working on for like a month. He's making me these runners.
Well, that's exciting.
Like dudes who ride jet bikes. But I have a dream for an Exodite army, and I'm slowly making it happen. And they're like Dark Eldar warriors riding deer, kind of. They look pretty fucking sweet, or pretty freaking sweet.
You know, I'm stoked to play that, and I'm stoked to play in general. I mean, like, this Dreadnought army is so easy to play. It's going to be just really just fun and relaxed. I'm going to shoot really big weapons, and I'm going to fight things. You know, it's pretty straightforward and simple. I'm tough to kill, and if you do, there'll be another one after that, and good times will follow.
I like it, dude. That sounds like fun times.
I started falling into my my voice of that cartoon. I started that commercial off with a 1920s accent with a robot voice.
You know, George, if we end up playing on Sunday, I'll probably do some big bad shenanigans too, man. I'll probably bust out the Wraith Knight.
Oh.
Or Wraith Lords. We'll just have a nice silly game.
All right, silly game it is.
I have about 6 models on the table.
That doesn't sound wise, actually, though. I mean, like, my whole list is designed to kill that. You sure you want to do that?
We'll just play a couple games, bro.
Okay, sure. We'll just play one game and do some Shadespire.
You'll go first. The other game.
I'm just trying to have quick games, whether I die or win, just so I can play Shadespire. James, you look tired. Don't fall asleep, bro. You painting something?
Not falling asleep. I'm painting a guitar.
Oh, cool, dude. Hey, Comet.
Do you have any models that have las cannons or melta guns?
In general, or in the list that I was just showing?
In general.
You know, I generally don't care if I can even tell if the model has it or not. I just like, okay, there's the model. If the model is able to be equipped with the part, then I'm just like, if my opponent can tell what it is, then I can tell what it is. I don't even really pay attention, to be honest, my friend. I'm not the deepest on that side of the hobby. I just care about playing the game pretty much. So, like, I want it to look good, but I don't really care if they're WYSIWYG. The coolest thing about my Space Wolf army, when we made it for Adepticon, it was the first time that I was able to get a WYSIWYG army like perfectly, like the right bases. James totally killed it and made it. We literally, like, as I designed the list and play tested it, we were making adjustments to the final weapon loadouts on the Thunderwolf cab up until the very last, like, okay, dude, it's a cutoff. Like, I need to know what these weapons are now if we're going to be able to get them ready for Adepticon. So it was tight. That was the first time getting to play everything legit. So that's the closest thing I have in my army to being that way. But even still, like my dreadnoughts and stuff, I don't have las cannons on a lot of them. Some of them are carrying like heavy bolters, some of them carrying assault guns, and I just don't care. It works for me, you know. He's a dreadnought, he has las guns, let's play, you know, most of the time.
It's kind of one of the big things I've said about, like, it's nice being a Tyranid player because no one knows what your weapons look like anyway.
Right.
I like the Meltagun. I played the Space Marine video game, and the Meltagun just obliterated everything in my path.
I can believe it.
Marine, the video game, Common Demon Wolf.
Yeah, you play as Ultramarine Captain Titus.
He's literally beaten Space Marines like 10 times. Now he's the Ultramarines, bruh. That's Uriel. That's
Don't you think the Meltagun was awesome in that game?
In that game was bolter, las cannon. I think I used the Meltagun.
I switched my basic bolter out for a plasma bolter, and my normal big bolter for the Kraken bolter, and then I grabbed a storm bolter and a Meltagun.
That's a classic game. Now, I listened to this, not to talk too much about this game, but one quick cool fact. I listened to this podcast where they got the creator of that game on there, and he was talking about there was like a trilogy plan for the Space Marine stuff, and like Titus was going to get banished to the warp and come back with like a chapter. He found a chapter of Space Marines. He found it in the warp full of renegades and
Space Marines.
But then it never.
They made a movie about the Ultramarine.
I wanted to kind of see that, but
it's awful.
Craft movie where like it was one of those things that I'm like hugely invested in as a nerd and just didn't go out and do.
I want to see it. It's on Blu-ray, but I have not been able to find a copy of it anywhere.
I've heard that people that you know are obviously like diehard 40k junkies love the movie, but it's not like, you know, an amazing movie in itself. Like, you know, obviously, like if you're just looking to see like an action movie, like, you know, something like the Marvel movies or whatever, like you're not gonna appreciate it as much. But if you're a 40k fanboy, it's supposed to be really good.
No, it's awful.
I saw a clip of it, and it's my favorite clip that I've seen. Is when the dude with the skull helmet says, "Burn, heretics," and they all just freeze in their place screaming.
British actors in it, bro. They have like John Hurt and Terrence Stamp or Space Marine. Those are just like, I don't know if you guys know who those dudes are, but they're just like super old school British actors who they somehow got to be in this movie.
Okay. So
yeah,
I'm surprised I didn't get like
YouTube, and I'm you know, just my humble opinion, it was like not. I agree with James. It was sort of disappointing. I don't know 40k. They're not.
I did like that. James, you posted, you shared it to me actually. You were showing me that video that was like showing the cool like Games Workshop success in 2017, and they had like all these gamers in that sick like Warhammer World place. You know, was that like talking about? Isn't there like a Warhammer World like being introduced to like Texas or something? There's like a one coming to America.
It's like a cafe or something.
Yeah,
I want to go to the one in Britain. It has a rhino in front of it.
It's Warhammer World.
Yeah, right on, comment, right on. So like that video particularly was about the cafe, or is that just like a general just like video?
No, that was a BBC like news type thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you gotta appreciate that.
Yeah. No, that was Warhammer World that was specifically being featured.
Right. Well, yeah, we always want. I mean, that's tight that it's becoming more and more mainstream. Yeah.
George, I think what you were talking about is I think at some point recently they had discussed they were going to build a new battle bunker in Texas, which is what it was. Is they used to have these like huge, really elaborate, showy game stores that were like Games Workshop stores. There used to be one in Baltimore before they closed it down. There used to be, I think, 4 in the States.
Oh, gotcha.
It's kind of gradually been killed over the years, but It used to be really cool because you could literally go in there and buy Forge World, like, you know, like sort of like the games day events. Like you had all the stuff there on display. It was always a good time just to come in, even if we're just driving in the area.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's part of.
Does anyone want to hear me attempt to sing the Adeptus Mechanica song?
Not really, Comet, but if you want to do it, man, you go right ahead, bro. Sing away.
You might get muted.
Mind receptors witness glory from the burning of the flames. The fires of the forge are like the trumpets which proclaim our engines at full power. Your destruction is our aim. Our truth has come online. Engage the linkage omniscia. Engage the linkage omniscia. Engage the linkage omniscia. Our truth has come online. With heat and iron industries will purge you from this world. You will sunder, melt, and shatter from the bolts of wrath we've hurled. And upon your ruined end, our blood-red banner stand unfurled. Our might has come online. Engage the linkage omniscia. Engage the linkage omniscia. Engage the linkage omniscia. Our might has come online. Traitor, Xeno, heretic, they are as one to us. We will scorch them from existence with our engines devious. Our hate for them encoded into every bolt and truss. Our wrath has come online. Engage the linkage omnisci.
Holy shit, bro. You nailed it. You nailed it.
That was awesome. Oh, man.
Hail the Messiah.
Engage that linkage, bro. Dang.
We're gonna have to make that our theme song, man. Oh, jeez. You know, I am a music producer. I can do a little bit of remixing, dude. Put a little beat behind that, a little auto tune. We're gonna be in the money.
That was.
I like how that's where this went.
That was that yodeling kid in Walmart. That was what reminded me of, dude. You're about to get out onto Coachella. I'm fucking stoked. God, I'm such a bad.
It'd be like,
dang it!
About to be like the 40k Coachella tour.
Oh my god!
It's like George is like wearing a dead mouse hat, but it's like a big green helmet, and he's just laying it down.
That could work. That could work. I could see that.
How have we not done that yet?
Wow. I totally lost.
How did Wolf go? Because like we need to talk about that.
I don't know. Did he? I was totally on a thought, but I forgot it for sure.
There were some good lyrics in there, dude. Something about a bloody banner being unfurled. I was really feeling the poetry.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Oh yeah. I remember. Speaking of like cool stores where you can buy like exclusive stuff, you know, games, Battlegrounds actually has a lot of the internet exclusive stuff in stock. And part of what I was hoping to talk about a little bit, and what we need to talk about a little bit offline anyways, is the first step that we want to do is be able to open up selling their used inventory. They have a ton of used 40k stuff, as well as other games, and getting more all the time. And if there's anybody out there watching right now, you are on the back end. If you were to email us at admin@warpchargegaming.com with what you might be looking for, then I will personally, each week, I'm going to be going to the game store. I'm going to start cataloging their inventory and taking pictures and taking orders for, or helping people get into the things that they need at sweet prices when they buy it off the used market. So yeah, just like email us, and we might be able to help you with an entire badass game store here in Richmond, Virginia as our backbone. We have a lot of resources now that we can pull from and help you get models at a sweet deal, or even some other hobby materials if you need. That's the way that you can help us help you kind of deal. We want to help support Battlegrounds move some inventory, and in return, they're going to help us by sponsoring events and giving us support where we need it with the different models that we require going into the future, and prize support for these events like they're going to be doing for the one on June 24th. We got some sweet prizes in mind. I think we were talking we're going to do best of factions, so best Imperium, best Chaos, and best Xenos. I almost feel like we should throw. Man, there's only 2 index armies left. Huh? I was about to say best index. There's only like who would even play that? There's orcs, sisters. Well, sisters. Yeah, sisters are out on in the cold, aren't they? They're not in any book. They're in index land, right?
I just want to point out, Yunari, you're an index army.
Right. But I mean, like, then it would dictate what does a majority of the points of your army have to be. You know.
Kidding. That was most of the joke.
I feel you though. But that is a fair point though.
I mean, because like, that's definitely not valid to be. I want to give Space Wolves a chance to score, but I don't feel like they should fall into the Imperium, and I can't really say they fall into Xenos because then Necron are there and being a solid book. Man, player.
So it's like, just give some love to Space Wolves, bro.
They need to pull out a miracle.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, George, what was the last thing I said? My internet cut out mid-sentence.
Did the song not end, dude?
No, I was in the middle of it, and then my internet shut off.
Jinkies. Well, it was fantastic, and I was yeah. I mean, what about the Amasa or the
Omniscience? The last part of it just says Titans striding forward, Ordinati by the score. They are drowning out blasphemers beneath the great mechanic roar. Tradition is our bulwark; it endures forevermore. And then our victory comes online, and then it says engage the linkage Omniscience 3 times, and then our victory comes online again.
Comment, you're like, I think you're scary smart, dude. I think you like probably know a lot of things.
I'm freaked out.
I have nothing but props, dude.
Fantastic.
That was awesome. Like,
I'm going to put some auto tune on it. I'm gonna throw some beats down. It's gonna be good.
like a Star Spangled Banner for Warhammer. That is it.
Comet actually sends me some like animated Warhammer stuff. Comet, did you see the new video that we put up for the tournament that has some animation in there, some avatars?
Play it, George. Play it.
I should just play it? Is that what I should do?
Just play it.
Hold on, let me get back to the stream.
It's only like 2 minutes, so I guess I'll just play it. I'm going to pull it up here.
I gotta find the stream.
You better find the stream, Comment. I'm going to get to it, dude. Here I go.
Okay, I found it.
Nice. All right. So this is the I was at this festival last weekend. That's why I wasn't here last week for the live show. And at this festival, I ate this cookie. And upon arriving home, I made this video, and I feel like the remnants of the cookie somehow showed up in this video. You'll see what I mean. Check this out. Unmuting.
Are those things you talk about from Brother of Alfusa?
I have no idea. Check this out.
Hey, did you hear the news? Wolf Charge Gaming is holding a tournament in Richmond, Virginia. Sounds like a grand old time, wouldn't you say? Wolf Charge Gaming and Battlegrounds presents Battle in the Warp. Look at these missions. They look so good. Custom to the event. There's everything you could want. Balance for horde and elite. It's like a dream. Yes. Yes. Entertainment. I love these missions. They look so much fun. And good games are sure to be hard. Yeah, I like it very much. Very, very much indeed. We are working to make this one of the best gaming events in the area, hosted at an awesome venue that also provides a full bar. Sponsored by Battlegrounds in Richmond, Virginia, the best gaming store for everything required for hobbying games. There will be hundreds of dollars worth of prize support and other awards of honor. Gallery 5 is one of the top venues in the region for unconventional and progressive performance art. And we are so pleased to get to host our event here. The tables will all be featuring Game Mat EU battle mats as well as several of their full terrain sets. Every table will have a unique, visually cohesive and appealing theater of war for players. Warp Charge Gaming is excited to be streaming and recording the top table on our channel for this event with our full production. This will be an official ITC scoring event. Pre-registration can be done on the Best Coast Pairing app under Warp Charge Gaming Presents Battle in the Warp. Sign up now as
all the other
spots are
characters
limited.
used. I kind of agree with Connor though. I think the AdMech guy was probably my favorite. Like the voice, I think.
Yeah, dude, he was freaking out.
Hey George, you need a voice actor for someone that has a robotic voice. I could do it. I do that a lot for people.
Cool. I appreciate it. I think I could roboticize your song, man. Like we're already got a collab going.
Bro,
That's not my song. I just learned it from someone.
Yeah, but you are the singer. You're the voice you're the voice. I mean, you are the voice.
I have this.
auto-tune that right there.
I have this editing program I do for when I do voice acting. It has a ton of robotic voices I could do with it.
That's cool. I created those robot voices with a machine called a Roland VT3 voice processor. I guess it's a vocoder if you want to be accurate, but I can actually pitch it up and down and whatnot in any which way and make robot and vocoder and synth voice. It's all really fun, but I hope you watched the video. That was a crappy way to show it off, but I gave it a try. We've reached an hour, friends, and what an hour it has been.
The program I
got a
use is
question.
Robovox Pro.
Okay, I'm ready for your question, Connor.
Bought an electric keyboard by people. I think you know the answer to this.
I probably do. What about
about
electric
this?
keyboard? I know all about electric keyboards. What were you asking?
What's the most bought electric keyboard in the world?
Oh, really? That's your question, huh? Well, let me tell you about that. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, it's a Casio CDP 130. Now this Casio CDP 135, it goes for $449.99, often on sale for $299.99 on Black Friday weekend. Any other questions? No, no, it's a good keyboard. I could go on about this. You know, there's hammer action, graded hammer action, and then semi-weighted.
Hammer action, George.
Okay, George has now become a talk show host.
George, that's his job.
We're talking about keyboards right now, right? Let me tell you about polyphony. Have you ever heard of velocity? It's important.
Polyphony.
If you don't, well, polyphony, it's pretty weird. Like usually it's like really hard to explain to the mom or dad trying to buy their child a keyboard.
Like Mozart?
Yeah. Exactly like that. Dude, I got our logo all
My
jank.
question, George.
Everything.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, CDP 135, yeah. If you get a $100 keyboard or less, it usually doesn't have any velocity, and then it can't pick up the depth of how hard you play, right? You know what I'm saying?
Very fast.
Synth action. I see.
Do any keyboards come with torque?
Well, I haven't seen that. Can't say for sure. Anyways, it's been a fantastic hour, a wild night, joined by family and friends. Don't forget that we have a giveaway. Here's what it looks like. It is by Aptifine Miniatures, based out of Lynchburg, Virginia, Dragonfire Games. Kat gave us a badass model to give away, and I hope that you do not miss out. All you got to do is go to our website. The links are everywhere. Just go there and sign up. It takes like 1 second, and you can get your chance to win. And then we're going to be presenting Shadespire soon. We're going June 9th to Dragonfire Games to play in our first Shadespire tournament, Connor and I. Today we just got hooked up with the entire Shadespire collection, and I'm very thrilled about that. And we are going to begin hosting our own Shadespire events July 28th at Battlegrounds here in Richmond, Virginia. Sweet gaming store. And you're going to see some live Shadespire, live 40K coming soon. On Sunday, Connor and I have a game scheduled, if not him and James Sheet. That is the local James, not the illustrious James. And on Monday, I got a game scheduled with Chris that will do a little doubleheader, a little Shadespire, a little 40K. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, that's about it. Tournament, June 24th. That's a big deal. Richmond, Virginia, Gallery 5. It's on Best Coast Pairing app. You can pre-register now. Spots are limited. We are going to have some sick terrain. We're totally, we got backing by Game Out of You. We got tons of battle mats that are going to look fantastic with matching terrain. We're going to definitely make it theatrical and get you into the zone, into the depth of the board and the battle there. So no worries about some repeats of some major tournaments you might have seen around recently. You know what I'm talking about. No. Okay, we could talk about it. Time's been flying though. With all these songs and
to be fair, almost everything's been said about the London GT.
Everyone knows they didn't do enough due diligence to give the proper experience, and that will not be what happens at the Warp Charge Gaming presents Battle in the Warp.
Time in our mission packet, and they did their whole tournament.
No shit. Take a look at our mission packet, please. It is on the website. It looks fantastic. It is interactive. And, things are beautiful. Things are going great. We appreciate you out there. And, don't forget about the giveaway. You give to us, we give to you. It's great.
For that giveaway.
Right. Don't forget about it. It's so
It's
cool.
free.
I wish it was mine. Got excited. Okay.
Oh, George.
Comment.
Speaking of terrain, that terrain I was going to make you, I'm going to make it a orc-controlled manufactorum. Only problem is I don't have it.
Well, I didn't know you were going to make me terrain, so it's not a problem. Fantastic and wonderful. Comet, you have a great night. It's been a fantastic evening. Everyone take care. Keep taking fun seriously. We'll see you next time very soon. Goodbye.